This client in the shoreline area wanted to remove a small, well-worn waterfront house and replace it with one that would be larger and more modern. This project presented several challenges. First, the lot is very narrow, and code-required setbacks for new construction meant that if the foundation was removed, the new home would have to have a smaller footprint and thus limiting its size. Second, the existing foundation simply would not support a new, larger home. 3, the city building department confirmed that a new home could be built within the existing foundation. And 4, the home's proximity to others on the north and south adds additional challenges to demolition and reinforcing the existing foundation. The solution to these issues was to use geotechnical and structural engineering professionals to devise a site plan that would allow for a new, stronger foundation to be built within the existing footprint. This allowed us to grandfather the structure and avoid restrictive setbacks. Demolition removed the entire structure and exposed the foundation for the additional steps that would be required to make it ready for new construction. The area shown on the left of this early sketch of the existing foundation is a full-depth basement, while the area on the right labeled Remove Dirt is not. This area was a short crawl-space footing added after the original house was built. When the highlighted walls are removed, this area will be exposed as a shallow foundation wall that must be supported while a new full-depth foundation can be created to enlarge the basement area. A new footer and foundation wall will be installed adjacent to and over the existing foundation to provide the strength needed to support the new home while still remaining within the existing footprint. This drawing illustrates the structure of the new footing foundation and how it will tie into the existing. The area of soil seen on the left and the wall in the center of this photo will be removed. The original foundation must also be broken up and removed. All debris had to be removed from the basement area to allow for new construction. The existing foundation on the north side had to be supported, while a new foundation wall could be framed and poured over it. This wall will wrap over and connect to the existing stem wall to provide added strength for the new, larger home. Moisture barrier, thermal insulation, and structural rebar are shown installed in this photo. Now you see that the north and east facing walls are framed and ready for a concrete pour. On the south side, 12 soldier piles and lagging boards had to be installed to hold back soil while excavating the new footing and foundation area. As the area is excavated, lagging boards are inserted between the H-shaped soldier piles to retain the unstable soil, while a new footing and foundation wall is tied to the existing foundation and poured over it. The new plans call for a full basement plus 2 floors above with a west-facing wall of steel and glass, as shown in this architectural rendering. Geotechnical engineers determined that 39 pin piles would need to be driven into bedrock on the water side of the property to support the west-facing wall. This floor plan highlights where these were to be placed. Pin piles are narrow pipes driven into the ground to bedrock to provide a foundation strength when building in soft soil. They can be installed in soils where drilling wider shafts is not possible and are well suited for construction sites with limited access, such as this one. The pin piles will provide lateral stability and foundation support to the west-facing wall of the structure. Concrete forms are framed over the pin piles. And here you see concrete being poured over the pin pile locations to create a new stem wall. Then footings and foundation walls are poured. In this photo, you see the forms have been removed from the north side footer foundation. The next step will be to cut off the metal support bars at the face of the wall. And here you see the completed foundation prior to plumbing and foundation work. The final phase was to dig and position the plumbing and drains prior to pouring the new foundation. Here you see ground insulation has been laid and rebar prepared for concrete. The final foundation, as you see here, will provide the strength to support the new home.